Hello, I'm Michael.
I'm Daniel.
And
welcome to
Good News.
News.
Where all news is good, unless it is bad. You didn't turn your phone off?
Let's keep on track here.
Okay, alright. In recent news, there are generally more people named Kelvin than Daron in cities that begin with the letter R.
Interesting. What about F?
What about F? We didn't look at F at all.
Well, do you think people like the letter F? Do you think people would want to know about the letter F?
Well, I mean, F's in my top 9.
Well, all right. I'll be able to sleep a little better tonight.
Well, yeah.
So that's the letter, I guess.
Yeah. One at a time.
Okay.
I mean, next week we can look at F.
I like F.
All right.
All right.
F for next time.
All right. F for fantastic.
Yes, I couldn't think of anything witty. All right.
Moving on.
Yeah. Would you ever name your kid Albatross?
Maybe. If I had somebody like you, but what does that have to do with anything?
Just kind of wondering, And I like fun questions.
Have you been drinking?
Coffee. I had a half cup.
A half a cup?
Mm-hmm. It's a good half.
Why not a whole?
I can't drink more than a half a cup before noon.
Before noon?
Yeah, before noon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, on this half a cup, let's move on.
All right.
Let's move on.
All right. Moving on. In recent news, we now know the Mississippi is the longest river in North America, and apparently it all starts in Minnesota.
Did we know that like 27 some years ago?
Did you know that?
Where do you live?
It doesn't matter.
Holy smokes.
All right. Moving on.
Doesn't
All right.
matter.
In other recent news, we have been informed there is a cow epidemic. Yes, there are seemingly thousands of cows roaming around the upper Midwest. Maybe it had something to do with the sun. Anyway, astronomers are saying the best thing to do is eat them. So, go get yourself some cow.
That's an interesting topic that you bring up, Michael. I was driving the other day and I seen herd, flock, gaggle. What do you call a group of cows?
Probably a herd.
A herd,
I believe.
Well, I seen a bunch. Probably a few hundred of them.
Yeah. See, epidemic. They're all over. I mean, you hunt, right? Maybe you should go hunt some.
I do hunt. However, I think that hunting for me is a sport. So I really take pride in humane kill. And I think they're just too elusive for me.
Too elusive. Well, you know what? This is an epidemic. And I think if you are a hunter and you know how to hunt cow, if you know how to do cow calls, and you can sufficiently track them and put up a blind and do what you do, I mean, you can kind of do what you can for society and help us out.
Did I hear you say cow call?
Yeah, cow call.
Could you please demonstrate a cow call for our audience?
No, not a chance. Not a chance. Can I do that?
So
can you, though?
Well, I can.
Well.
But you're the one that mentioned it, so I think it would be good for our audience to demonstrate a cow call.
Well, I'm not the hunter. I will eat the cow. You bring it home, I will eat it, and might even give you a donation.
Well, that's surprising because you sure look like a hunter to me. Let's move on.
Yeah. Let's we're done with that. So, in other news, Gary Kasparov played Deep Blue a while ago.
I don't think anybody cares.
I do.
Case in point.
He played a machine.
Like at the casino, jackpot. What are you referring to?
Never mind, you just uncultured worm.
Worm? What are you talking about?
Never mind. It's just, I think it's beyond you. It's okay.
All right, again, let's move on. End of sports.
Oh yeah, sports. Sports are always good. Speaking of which, do carrots make your fingernails grow faster?
I believe so. But so do pumpkins and avocados. What does that have anything to do with sports?
Well, I ate some carrots yesterday, and today I feel like a werewolf.
Well, you smell like a kangaroo. So let's move back to sports.
Really?
You know, sports.
Oh, did we talk about that already? I thought I recall something about fouls, flagrant stuff, people being thrown out.
Well, we started talking about sports, and then it was fingernails. So let's try to stay on track here.
Well, can you kind of speed along? We have other things to get to.
All right, let's move on to the next. Let's move on.
Do you have one thing you want to say about sports, or just you got nothing?
Yeah, well, the one thing the other day I was reading a magazine and actually learned that Barry Sanders ran for over 200 yards yesterday in the playoff game. Was
that in one play?
It was not.
Oh.
You look like an athletic person. You know, if you're going to talk about sports, maybe you should be intelligent about sports and kind of understand sports.
All right, moving on then. Since I'm not intelligent about sports.
Tell me about sports. Who's your favorite sports player?
Well, Michael Jordan was the best baseball player ever.
Let's move on.
Well, I almost bought some Boeing stock yesterday.
Really? Didn't that go down?
No, it went way up. Way up.
Well, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, unfortunately I've heard that too many times. In other recent news, wood ticks have become an endangered species. Geologists have said there are less than 50,000 of them. In the wild, that is. If you find one, you can go ahead and mail it to this address. Can't seem to find it.
Maybe your local DNR?
No, the geologists need them.
I think we're done here.
Really? Why?
We covered all the relevant news.
Did we? I mean, maybe.
All right, well, we'll see y'all next time.
I mean, unless you had other things to talk about, we kind of were thinking free college. I mean, we could touch on that real quick. What do you think about free college?
Bad idea.
What would you do about it?
I would have the individual who is going to college have them pay for it. It's a really simple process, really.
Yeah, okay. Well, on to free college. I have the solution.
Solution? I just indulged my solution. Do you think that's a bad idea?
Well, I mean, that would make the most sense.
Because I'm smart.
May I explain my solution now?
Hurry up.
Basically, just cut out the generals. They're unnecessary. And stop charging so much for books.
Where does your intuition come from?
Italy.
Italy? Can you please elaborate?
You know the country with where we get olive oil and good wine, surrounded by the Mediterranean?
You mean John D. Rockefeller?
No? From Italy?
Isn't he from Italy?
No. But speaking of which...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tune in next week, because we have John Rockefeller as a special guest.
Didn't he pass away a few decades ago?
Well, all the more reason to tune in.
All right.
I'm Michael.
I'm Daniel.
And that is good news.
Good news.
God, we kind of suck at syncing. That felt natural. There was a good flow there. What happened to you?
I don't know. Let's move on.
Yeah, well, next time let's hone in on that.
All right.
Thank you.